All right, so this is part two of the video that I was just doing. Apologies, I had an unforeseen interruption. So, anywho, let's kind of go back to the top and look at the overall lessons. If you want to know the specifics of the dream that I was talking about, please go back and look at part one because I don't want this second portion to be too long. So again, you're not feeling secure. Again, it most likely has nothing to do with the actual twin flame, but most likely is um, professionally related. You've got like a lot of ups and downs. That's, it's not the normal ups and downs that you have in life. These are seemingly more downs than ups. You're just not understanding what's going on. And you know that you've missed an opportunity. It's not that me telling you this is, oh, well, gee, she's saying I've missed an opportunity. Like, you already know you missed the opportunity. You missed the opportunity for that new partnership. You've missed the opportunity for that job. You've missed the opportunity to build that relationship, maybe with the boss that you've had problems with. Like, you've missed some opportunity and you're aware of it. The only way that, there's no way to get past that missed opportunity because it's gone. So whatever you were saying to yourself, in terms of, I need this job, I need this promotion, I need whatever, that opportunity is gone. Okay. But there is, if you change your attitude about the situation as a whole, or you change your approach. So maybe instead of saying, okay, I want this partnership and I need it because without them as a partner, then my business can't get where it should be, or I can't get those connections without them. Change your attitude, and maybe in addition to that, change your approach. The view that there is only one solution is always an illusion. There either is a solution that you are aware of and just are failing to take, or there is a solution that you are not aware of, and you are just failing to create that solution. So again, change your attitude or your approach, because with this missed opportunity, this is the only way that you're going to get through this, because you're still dealing with the problem associated with insecurity, that may be directly attributed to your missed opportunity, or that may coincide with the fact that you've missed an opportunity. And you've got to get really clear that you're seeking security, whether that be security in the form of that partnership, that increase in income, that whatever it is, you're seeking that security, and you feel like there is something you need to protect. And this is where I left off right at the end of part one. Again, let's say for instance you are that college student and you're like, okay, I realize that I've put myself on this path to get this degree, but I've just decided that I don't want this, but I feel I need to protect, all the time that I've invested in this particular path. Same can be said for if you feel you need to protect certain things associated with the career that you have established already. Because again, I'm really putting my finger on the fact that it is something professionally or business related. I can't say that, you definitely need to protect what you feel you need to protect, but that feeling is there. But that feeling alone is not why you feel insecure. You feel insecure because of the ups and the downs, the missed opportunity. But here's the key, okay? While you're running around like a crazy chicken, whether mentally or physically, you have to keep in mind what I said earlier, and that the solution, or the thought that there is no solution, is always an illusion. Okay, there is either the solution that you see and you are flat out failing or refusing to take. Maybe because it doesn't look like it's the best solution. Maybe because it looks like, it's an inconceivable solution. Maybe the problem seems really big, but the solution that you kind of are thinking, or that's kind of in the back of your mind, doesn't seem big enough to tackle what you perceive is the missed opportunity, or the thing that's causing you to feel insecure. But if that's not the case, for most of you, the thing is that you flat out haven't come up with the solution because you have failed to look within. That's where your answers are. I'll give you a personal example. Like I said, in addition to this, I'm going to take a sip of water. Hold on. In addition to this, I have a nonprofit, and then I also have a for-profit. Okay, my nonprofit is I don't want to, because I don't want to pinpoint. We'll just leave it at that. I have a nonprofit and a for-profit, and essentially, these lessons, how they resonated with me. I'm going to start at the top. I was feeling insecure in where my for-profit business was. Okay, I was going through a lot of ups and downs. I had a new executive that I had onboarded, and I will openly make aware that I did not onboard him in the same manner I had onboarded other members of my team. And as a result, his onboarding and training wasn't as thorough as everyone else's was. And so he literally from the beginning was set up not to perform in an optimal manner. And I was dealing with him. I was dealing with his lack of motivation. And I don't just put it on him, because when I looked at it from his perspective, putting myself in his shoes, I would have a lack of motivation if I felt I were just thrown into a role. In addition to dealing with him, kind of extended with him, I don't think I did a good enough of a job vetting him, because quite frankly, I always felt like I had to keep him at arm's length, because I don't want to say I felt he was trying to steal company secrets, but I kind of felt like he was trying to steal company secrets. So there was that. Then I had other members of my team, one of which who I never really had kind of clicked with personality-wise, not because she was so different, but actually because she was a lot like me. She was maybe more in her masculine energy than she should have been, as I know I professionally can be, and I'm working on that, because I know that is part of my calling as a twin, that I have to work on that. But she was very much in her masculine energy in terms of being very assertive. Not saying that women can't be assertive, but typically being assertive is not in the way I'm talking about associated with feminine energy. If you're offended by that, I don't know what to tell you. While I do believe in a lot of feministic ideals, I can say that we're going to save that video for another day. We're going to save that for another day. So, anywho, so she was very assertive in a way that I didn't like it. Again, not because she was different, but because she was actually so much like me. And she kind of led the revolution of rebellion in terms of basically letting other members of the team know that, they could do the bare minimum and get by with it. But again, taking personal responsibility, I perpetuated that idea when I let it go on as long as I did. In addition to that, I had another member of my team who she actually worked very hard, and she tried very hard. I was her first employer, but the thing about her was the boss that she worked under was someone who, and I'm sure all of you who have been employed have come across this type of person. She was someone who, again, this was me, and the fact that I shouldn't have put her in the role that I did. She cared more about her title rather than executing the duties or the functions associated with the title. So she would let you know in a heartbeat that she was an executive, but she didn't do everything that was prescribed of her, or that was contracted of her as an executive. So I had a lot going on that really caused a lot. It caused me to have to spend a lot of time micromanaging, and my business ultimately suffered. Not just because of them, but basically, again, because of me. I got to a point where I realized that I had to change my attitude and my approach because I missed an opportunity. I missed the opportunity that we had, a very pivotal opportunity to kind of pivot and revamp as an organization. Okay. And I missed that opportunity because I just let things go on. I wanted to be the boss who quote unquote cared rather than the boss who held you accountable. And so I had to change my approach. One weekend I had in my mind that, well, the next week I'm going to allow people to prove to me, I'm going to sit down with them, take more time out of the limited time I already have, sit down with them and talk about the adjustments that need to be made. But I was like, what? They've known about these adjustments since last year when I brought them on, and it's just gotten worse. And I've talked and talked and talked, and I'm tired of talking. So I changed my approach. And Friday, I had those 4 people working for me. By Monday, not one of them worked for me. Okay. I was seeking security, and I felt I needed to protect the time that I invested with them. And so feeling like I needed to protect that time made me have an attitude of, well, let me try with them. And I hit roadblock after roadblock, and it seemed like nothing we did as a team worked. Even when I had opportunities to do things on my own to either fix what the team messed up or to try and prevent what I knew the team was going to mess up, it just still never worked out. It's because, again, I was in a spot where I was in the middle of a transformation. I didn't know that at that time. And once I got a hold of this new approach and this new attitude, I was able to go through that transformation. And I can speak now and tell you that, yes, I am going through something that a lot of business owners don't necessarily like, and that's bringing on new talent, because you got to train them and get them acclimated to the systems, acclimated to the culture, to the team, yada, 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 to their role. And it can be daunting. It's expensive and it's time consuming. But I can tell you that literally doors that were closed when I was trying to maintain a specific attitude and approach as it related to my old team, those doors are now opening. Some of them are wide open and some of them are slowly opening, but they're opening nonetheless. And that's what you have to do. And regardless of the missed opportunity, again, I can guarantee you that that's there. But you've got to look, and you've got to look within and say, you know what? Unfortunately, this is an opportunity that has come and gone, and I'm not going to get it back. Okay. But I can move forward and go through this experience because I'm going through a transformation. And like I said, the answers that you need are within. Maybe if you're applying for jobs, maybe you're applying for jobs based on the fact that you only want to have jobs like the ones you've had in the past. Maybe you're not getting the job, not because you're not qualified, because as part of your transformation, because all twins in this wave are going through transformations. And maybe as part of your transformation, you have to say, you know what? I'm going to step out of my comfort zone. and I'm going to apply to that job that I'm qualified for. Or maybe in some cases that you may think you're not qualified for, and that's what's meant for you. Maybe instead of applying for a job, maybe what's meant for you is to try and start a business. Maybe if, you know, I only want to stick on professional because, again, it came to me that this is professionally related. Um, but here's the deal that you need to realize. Oops. Some of you may be aware of this, and some of you may not be aware of this. Someone is working against you, and it's not just a matter of, again, if you, some of you may know the person, you may, openly know who it is that is working against you. Some of you have no idea. Um, if it seems like things, and this isn't the case all the time, so don't think that if things don't go your way, someone is always working against you, because no offense, you're not that important. But in this particular instance, in this particular time, while you are going through this particular transformation, someone is working against you, okay? And you will overcome whatever it is that they're doing, however they're looking to work against you, but only if you get your current situation together. And that current situation is getting through this missed opportunity. So let's say, for instance, again, I'm going back to the job. You went to the job interview, you didn't get the job, and that's your missed opportunity because that's your dream job, or you just knew you had the job. Maybe getting through it isn't actually getting another job exactly like that. Maybe getting through it is understanding that you have value outside of where you've had demonstrated value, outside of the jobs that you've had that are exactly like that one. You've got to look. You've got to look. But you're only going to overcome whatever it is this person is doing if you work on this current situation. If you let it defeat you, if you let yourself get stuck in this state of feeling insecure and not feeling secure in where you are, and you don't get through this transformation, I'm not going to say that this person is going to be victorious, but their energy most certainly will be victorious, whether permanently or temporarily. Well, I don't want to say permanently because, you always have the power to change. But this is a particularly heavy energy time of change. And you've been looking for the answers, and they are within. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this one here. Again, take from this that professionally, many of you have missed an opportunity, and you are looking, some of you frantically, for options, for solutions. But look within and you will find them. Look out for that person who's working against you, because they are definitely there. But if you work through this situation, you will overcome whatever they are doing to get you off the ball. Okay? So just go ahead and stay tuned for regular downloads, lessons, and advice. I am here to serve, and I look forward to another video soon. Goodbye.